Another thing that the GI doctor has informed us is this one has a chance of having Crohn's disease.
Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. I know when you guys watch this, it's going to be Christmas. Yay! And we'll be here still on Christmas, which is a bummer for me and for Paul and my mom, who's over there watching novelas.
Pretty much, yeah.
Forcing me to watch novelas. Why, I don't know.
At least you got some good hospital food.
Yes, and as you guys can see, there is food here. I've been getting, yelled at nurses to eat more, which is very difficult. They have me on a diet here, which is no fiber and soft foods. And I'm just having a very hard time to eat because of my abdominal pains and bathroom, aka diarrhea issues. So we're trying to eat as much and see how I do. But today, since I'm not taking any of my narcolepsy meds, they're not providing it, I'm also having a narcoleptic day, which the nurses are yelling at me also. Because, sometimes they don't understand.
Wake up!
They don't understand illnesses. They think I'm just being lazy and just sleeping all day and not wanting to eat, not wanting to get up.
Well, I thought that's what narcolepsy was, just laziness.
And I kept trying to tell them I'm narcoleptic. Paul kept doing the same.
And they're like, yeah, just wake up. You take a shower, walk around, eat. And we're like, sweetie, it doesn't work that way. Just saying.
So today has been a very hard day. Plus my GI issues. I am on top of narcolepsy. It's really not an easy day. But anyway, Paul, keep going about how today and all my testing has been.
The cardiologist came by, told her from a cardiological standpoint, from her heart, she's okay. No damage has been suffered to her heart. Everything is per se normal with her POTS from yesterday's testing. So, the only thing that she couldn't do, like she said before, was a CT scan. So we're going to try to come back when she's feeling all better to see if we can do that, because it is a CT scan with contrast. And they just want to be sure. He's like, it's not a rush, it's not an emergency to do it, but would be nice to do it just to be 100% safe. So the GI came by this morning as well and said that this one, that thing right there, she needs to stay a little bit longer. So we're gonna be here, right, babe?
No.
Let's go by Twister and play it. It'll be kind of weird with your IV though.
But we are not trying to push anything, but we don't want to be here on Christmas, but
here, hold on.
See what happens for tomorrow.
So one of the testings that they did want to do, like I said before, was the CT scan with contrast of her heart. The reason why she couldn't do it is because her heart rate is too high because of her POTS. So they need to do the test for you. In order for you to do the test, your heart rate has to be around 60, resting heart rate laying down flat. Janice is laying down flat, it's like 90 and above. So typical of POTS, and unfortunately she just couldn't do the test. The cardiologist did say that she can come back and do it outpatient, not a big deal. Once she's feeling better, it's not an emergency, but it's just one of those things that they want to be 100% safe. Another thing that they did yesterday was prep for the colonoscopy and endoscopy, and she actually did it. It was supposed to be for about 6 in the morning, and they got her down there about 6:15, and they actually had to push her back until about 10:30, I think it was, because they had like 4 emergency surgeries like come in like right before, so they had to push her back. Not a big deal. The colon and endoscopy, everything came back perfectly normal. They took biopsies on everything. The GI was a little worried because she didn't have an adequate amount of time to prep for it, so he wasn't really expecting the best result, but he's like, it was absolutely perfect, there was no issues. So they did a full colon and endoscopy because it was supposed to be like a shorter scope, and the next step from here is going to be doing the smart pill cam, because there's a small portion of your GI tract where they can't see with the colon and endoscopy from the top or from the bottom. It's right in the middle, and that's a little pill cam. You swallow a pill and takes a bunch of pictures, and it also shows how the movement of your entire GI tract is working, so they can see all of that. So very good. Another thing that the GI doctor has informed us is this one has a chance of having Crohn's disease. Yeah. So I can't have that now. That was my special thing. Now you're gonna rip it away from me.
You can have it.
Shinobu's gonna beat you up.
It could all be for you.
Yeah, it's supposed to be mine, not yours. How dare you?
He also did say that he's bringing back to the table IBS and saying I'm considering that, and I was like, that is perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get this figured out. Now Paul was smart and great and advocated. He's like, after all of this and antibiotics and everything, if this doesn't work out and she still has, really bad diarrhea, what about having saline infusions at home? And he's just like, I think that's a great idea. So good job, Paul, because I was too narcoleptic today to even talk or think.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping was on my mind. So that'll be a talk for the future.
So that is gonna do it for this episode and this update. This is just her pointing at the camera right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, now it's gonna be time to grub on this delicious hospital food.
It's taken me almost 2 hours now. Sorry. 2 hours.
Now you know. So, Janice, anything else?
No, but I hope you guys have a fabulous Christmas. This is our Christmas Eve. Oh wow.
Merry Christmas.
Adieu and goodbye.